began by asking for his reaction to the events surrounding the election in Bangladesh.
It's going to be an extremely disturbing future for Bangladesh because the opposition political parties are boycotting the elections. So it's pretty much a one-party election that took place. So it's going to be a bleak future for Bangladesh and to the people.
How can they carry on with this when so many countries have boycotted this election?
It's going to be a challenging future for the current government. It is sad that this government took this path, but it has happened. Now the elections are over. Now it's only one party is going to have almost 90% of the seats. So it's going to be bleak. It's a one-party rule now. In a sense, it's one-party rule. Military may step in. We don't know. It all depends on how things play out.
Are you surprised there hasn't been more violence?
Yeah, 18 were killed only on the election day, but hundreds were killed before that. But it's going to get bad to us for different reasons. One of the main reasons is people were not allowed to express their political will or the democratic right to exercise their voting power.
And where is Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina in all of this?
I mean, she's the one who changed the constitution from having election run by a caretaker government to a all-party system, which the opposition parties objected. So she went through it, she didn't care. So what's going to happen is she will be presiding over a country where there will be instability on a daily basis. More than 50%, I will say 60% of the population is extremely unhappy and angry that they were not allowed to exercise their democratic right. Bangladesh has a history from 1950 onwards, when they were part of Pakistan, to have democratic elections. Of course, there were coup d'etats and military rule, but the people were trained ever since they got independence from British to exercise their democratic system. So suddenly, here is one person, one sitting prime minister, who is coming and completely change the rules and say, let's run it by the way that I want to run this particular election. So that's very disturbing, and that's why it's going to be. If the people were not used to democratic system, it may be different. Here the people were used, and people are very angry. I was there during the last elections. Early in the morning, there were hundreds waiting in lines to come to vote, but they were used to it. That's the way they do. It's more of a carnival. You know, parties were going on outside the polling centers.
Right.
So people are used to it, and she has misread the situation.
Okay.
It's bad for the country and bad for her.